This is Ingrid from the Camera Shy Take 52 Challenge and Beginners Photography blog, and this week our image is being the image that's being critiqued is for week 22, and our theme was inspired. And so our picture here has been submitted by Wendy Dunn, and Wendy has a beautiful edited image here of something that is so simple, and that is, I think it's called gypsilium in just I guess it's an enamel jug, or maybe it is some sort of ceramic jug or vase. And I really love this image by Wendy because the theme inspired is something that could be interpreted very openly, like most of our themes could be. But where I get my inspiration from is usually in these simple everyday things. And so Wendy, on the Facebook group, if you're a member there, you can go and check it out. She actually had posted the before image of this, because this image has been edited, and she has used what's called a texture applied over the image to give us this old kind of look here. And it's really used to great effect in this photograph. So a few things that I really love about it. So first of all, like I said, it's something that's very simple, something that's everyday, but it's just the way that she has approached her subject. So we can see that this is naturally lit here from the side. I believe it's naturally lit. She could have used some sort of studio lighting, but I believe it's naturally lit. And if it is, it would be very replicable for anybody that is wanting to kind of recreate this sort of shot. So you can see that the light is shining in here on the jug on the one side, and of course it is a very light and delicate flower. So we have white jug, white flowers on a white background, but rather than it being plain and boring and just kind of dull, it's full of interest and texture, of course brought in by the texture that she's applied in the edit, but it just really works really well. I wanted to take this photograph as a critique for several reasons. One is that it really just stood out to me in the group, and it's something that I would be quite happy to frame and have here on my wall. Number two, it is something that I feel that I could recreate myself if I wanted to, and it's also something very simple and everyday. But also the fact that she has used a texture is something that a lot of our challengers might not be familiar with. And we do have a lot of tools at our disposal now with digital photography, and some people are like to think themselves as truists, and they shoot directly straight out of the camera is what they present. But I am a great believer in that editing is something else that we have available to us, and that every image needs a little bit of tweaking. Now, this is a little more than tweaking. There is a creative edit applied to this, but it is just showing and demonstrating Wendy's creativity, and it doesn't actually take away, it only adds to the image. So if you are unfamiliar with textures, there's a lot of different sites that are out there that provide free textures, and they're applied. Usually you use Photoshop or Photoshop Elements to do it. I mean, maybe somebody can correct me on that if there are other ways of doing it. I don't think there's a way of applying a texture in Lightroom, but you can certainly look into that, and have a little bit of do a little digging around online to see what you can come up with, because textures are something that, as you can see from this image, are something that really can add a lot of interest and drama to your final image. Wendy has chosen to crop this photograph off to the side, which is quite dramatic in effect. I might like to see a little bit more of it and have it a tiny little bit more of the flowers here, but really that's neither here nor there. I think it's pretty well proportioned, and I think she's done a really lovely job at capturing something very simple and editing it in a nice creative way without overdoing it. And it is something, you know, that we can get inspiration from even by looking at it. So well done, Wendy. Thank you very much for contributing. Wendy does have a blog, and in case I get it wrong, I have listed the link to it on top of this critique. So you can go there and check out this image and check out what Wendy had to say about it, and check out all of her other images that she has for this challenge. So if you have not joined our challenge yet, it's not too late. You can jump in at any point. The link for that will be down below this video, and we will see you again soon.